All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
All right, shalom, brothers and sisters in this truth. I'm your brother, Mr. LJ, coming to you again with another lesson, Lord willing. This will be edifying to those of you who are tuning in. And this is part 2 to the video I put up yesterday entitled, Jake Has to See Hope to Believe, Easy Target for Esau Diabolical Plan. And in that video, you saw where I had some video footage of the Hamite Obama and his family handing out free food on Thanksgiving to Jake's, and then also with the feeder who was in the park that was feeding the baboons. Okay, and I use the baboons in that because this is basically how Esau sees us. Esau sees us as animals, and I'm going to show you footage from the past of where Esau has viewed us as only animals. Okay, and you're going to hear it and see. This view of us is the way Esau has been able to condition the minds of the 2/3, and in fact all of us, when before we came into this truth, to believe that they were the ones who can actually save us, that they were the ones that could bring redemption to us, that they were the ones that had our best interests. But we have been warned by the scriptures. Let's go into the book of Isaiah 31:1. It says, "Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help." And what is Egypt? Egypt is AKA United States, AKA USA, AKA Sodom, okay, AKA Babylon, okay, the land of the free, home of the brave. This is where we reside right now. For help, and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong. So of course people trust into this military. You look at these tall skyscrapers and just the wealth of this wicked queendom. Continue. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahawashi. Okay. Now, if you've seen that video, you've gotten the first part of this. This is a lesson that's going to be a 3-part. That's going to become one that's going to be coming up. The final part is going to be coming up after this. So this lesson today is going to be probably about 18 minutes. So bear with it. See it all the way through, and then you will get to understand when you're going into part 3. Okay. So I'm going to play this video here for you, and then we're going to go into the to the other precept that I have, and also some other articles to just show you how diabolical this man really is.
And check out this cute video that the OKC Zoo just posted.
Okay, you have to see this. This is Finn. We're about to show. Oh my goodness, take a look at him. He's a resident of the Oklahoma City Zoo. And this week, the zoo's ape caretaker took over their Instagram, and we are all loving that they did. And as you can see, Finn was fascinated.
Definitely ready for his close-up there.
Kind of looks like you when you take a picture.
It kind of does, actually, yeah. Very
If it keeps on raining, 11's going to break.
I guess somebody was putting out some bad news that it was totally unsafe. It's not unsafe to come in here and help these people. No water, no ice, no sea rashes, nothing for the last 4 days. Dead people around the walls of the convention center, laying in the middle of the street. Babies, 2 babies, dehydrated and died. I just tell you, I couldn't take it.
You know, they won't let them walk out of there because I'm standing right above that convention center. And what they've done is they've locked them in there. The government said, you go here and you'll get help. Or you go in that Superdome and you'll get help. And they didn't get help. They got locked in there and they watched people being killed around them. And they watched people starving. And they watched elderly people not get any medicine. And now they know it's happening because we've been telling them repeatedly over and over every day.
Well, when Denise Moore finally made her way out of New Orleans, she had been at the convention center. She was surprised to see the coverage.
I kept hearing the word animal, and I didn't see animals. We were trapped like animals. were left there without help, without food, without water, without sanitary conditions, as if it's perfectly all right for these animals to reside in a frickin' sewer like rats. Because there was nothing but black people back there.
Yeah.
Disposable. And then the story became, they left us here to die. They're going to...
That
Because I kept having a vision of them opening that floodgate on us.
Mm-hmm.
Of my niece and her baby floating away from me screaming. And I just knew it. And then the next morning, I heard from somebody that they actually were going to open that floodgate. So by the time the rumor started that the National Guard was going to kill us, and I almost halfway believed it.
And so people were saying basically they just brought us here, they're going to leave us here to die?
Yeah, that's what we thought. The police kept passing us by, and the National Guard kept passing us by with their guns pointed at us. And because they wouldn't, when you see a truck full of water and people have been crying for water for a day and a night, and the water truck passes you by.
And talk about, there were men just kind of like roaming with guns, packs of men, and
They were securing the area. Criminals. These guys were criminals. They were. You know?
Yeah.
But somehow these guys got together, figured out who had guns, and decided they were going to make sure that no women were getting raped, because we did hear about the women getting raped in the Superdome, and, you know, that nobody was hurting babies, and nobody was hurting these old people. They were the ones getting juice for the babies. They were the ones getting clothes for people who had walked through that water. They were the ones fanning the old people, because that's what moves the guys, the gangster guys, the most. The plight of the old people. That's what haunts me the most, seeing those old people sitting in them chairs and not being able to get up and walk around or nothing.
Mm-hmm. And so these were just guys from the neighborhood. Mm-hmm. What else were they doing?
They started looting on St. Charles and Napoleon. There was a Rite Aid there, and they, you know, you would think that they would be stealing stuff that, you know, fun stuff or whatever, because it's a free city according to them, right? But they were taking juice for the baby, water, beer for the older people, food, raincoats so that they could all be seen, you know, by each other and stuff. And, you know, I thought it was pretty cool and very well organized.
And so the perfect ending to that, Ecclesiastic 1:9, the thing that had been, it is, which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. They've done this before, and they're going to do this again. Okay, now if you were listening carefully, you would have heard what she said. They were calling them animals. Okay, they were calling us animals. They were talking about a flood that was going on, and it's spiritual, as she said, flood, because Isaiah 59:19 says, so shall they fear the name of the Lord Yahawashi from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of the Lord Yahawashi shall lift up a stand against him. Okay, these people are going to come back again. They use disasters or things that they bring up to create disasters, you know, or type of situation, you know, false flag, to have a way that they're going to come back against us. And you better believe that Esau is going to come back against us. Okay, it's going to come back again in the end to go on. So I'm going to play this in the background while I go through some other scriptures here. And let's go into the book of Ecclesiastes 12:10. It says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself, pretending like they're going to help you, and go crouching, yet take good heed, and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou had wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust had not been altogether wiped away. Those same reporters there, Shepard Smith and Geraldo, Rivera. You might have seen him inside there, or I might have edited him out. All these reporters, these are the same ones here today these same ones are reporting that our population, our tribe, the tribe of Israel, is the one that is the spread of this disease that's out there right now called COVID, and we're the ones that actually hesitant to be inoculated. Okay, see that? See, they have that rust because they're consistently wicked. All right, let's continue. Set him not by thee, lest when he had overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat, and thou at the last remember my words, and be pricked therewith. Who will pity a child that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh with a beast? Now, key word right there, what did it say? Set him not by thee, lest when he had overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Let me show you what that means here. Gentrification. Have you heard the word gentrification? Now, when you go back in New Orleans, let me bring this over here to you. Take a look at this. How natural disasters can spur gentrification, okay? So they took advantage of the fact that, well, thousands died down there, which was mainly Jake, okay, poor Jake. But these buildings, basically you couldn't live in them again. So guess what they did? They crawled back down there and they started to rebuild. But they weren't rebuilding for Jake. They were rebuilding for themselves. So this is what this looked like. Take a look at this picture right here. This is what this looked like post Katrina, and here's what it looks like right now. Very nice suburban neighborhoods, okay? And what has happened? A lot of Jakes are not there anymore, okay? They fixed the Superdome, all those areas right now, okay? Gentrification, all right? Let's take a look again at another picture here, okay? Take a look at it, all right? So it was never meant for you. Although it came like they wanted to help, they never actually was doing it out of the goodness of their heart. They saw an opportunity, okay? They saw an opportunity that they can come inside there. Let's go in the book of Isaiah 59, and when it says, behold, the Lord's Yahawashi hand is not shortened, that it cannot save, neither his ear heavy, that it cannot hear. Our people do not want to turn to Yahawashi. They want to continue to, put their trust into this wicked man, okay? Want to continue to put their trust into this wicked man. Do not want to put the faith into Yahawashi, okay? And understand that really our only salvation is going to be through Yahweh by Shem Yahawashi, okay? So, Salakia, I'm going to go heavier into Isaiah 59 and when it says, behold, the Lord's hand is not shortened, that it cannot save, neither his ear heavy, that it cannot hear. But your iniquities have separated between you and your power, and your sins have hid his face from you, that he will not hear, okay? So we are worshiping idols. We're over here looking at the military, looking at the free food, looking at all the jobs you can get, your degree. You want to get your house, with the dog and the white picket fence. You want to be just like the Edomites, okay? And these other nations that come over here can barely speak English, and you want to be like them, okay? Continuing. For your hands are defiled with blood, and your fingers with iniquity. Your lips have spoken lies. Your tongue had muttered perversiveness. And this is who? Our pulpit pastors, the pulpit pastors out there that are preaching you, John 3:16, for God so loved the world, he's going to accept everybody, the homosexual, the faggots, everybody, all your wickedness. You could be a drug addict, a whore, okay? Just come and put your collection, your money, your 20% of your paycheck inside this church so I can get a private jet. And this is what you are getting. These are the ones that are defiling the blood. So it says here, for your hands are defiled with blood. And what is blood? Anytime you're misleading the sheep, that is blood on your hands. And that's what these pulpit pastors are doing, okay? Misleading the sheep. And everybody goes on their Sunday, dress up in their Sunday best, because they want to hear good words. They don't want to understand that this man is going to come down like a flood. You heard what that woman says inside there, okay? You heard what she said. They thought they were going to die in there, all right? And you notice none of the pastors came around. Where was Creflo Dollar? Where was T.D. Jakes? Where was the ministers? No, they got into their Cadillac and they sped away, or got the first ticket they can get out of there and left. The people down there, okay? And these same people are the ones that would take their last penny and put in that damn collection plate to feed these vipers and scorpions, okay? These false prophets that stand up in their doggone pulpit every doggone Sunday. Continuing, let's go back at this. For your hands are defiled with blood and your fingers with iniquity. Let's take a look at the word iniquity. And the word iniquity means immoral or grossly unfair, okay? Immoral. These pastors are immoral. Your leaders are immoral. Al Sharpton is immoral. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is immoral. Michael Jordan, and it can go on and on, is immoral. These people are immoral. Okay? Your lips have spoken lies. Your tongue have muttered perversiveness. And what does the word perversiveness means? Okay? And an example would be when you disobey your mother, even as you know she's watching you disobey her direct order. And that is exactly what we are doing. Okay? Those of us who are still out there in the world, you're disobeying a direct order from Yahawashi, who told you, woe unto thee, and I don't want to butcher it, let's go back into it. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord Yahawashi. Okay? And that is what we are doing right now. That is what those who have not come to this truth, who have not repented, is doing. You're doing perversiveness, okay? And you're being misled by these pulpit pastors, okay? Continuing verse 4, none call it for justice, nor any pleaded for truth. They don't teach you the truth. None of them dare stand out there like the prophets, okay, of Great Millstone, the brothers, all the way down to the new person, okay, the new brother that's putting up, a lesson up online so that to feed the sheep. Or stand up in public by yourself or with your camp, okay, and speak against Mount Seir, speak against Edom, speak against his wickedness. They don't have any spine. As I said in my video, as I said out there aloud, to all of them who could hear out there when I was out there on the street, all of you are spineless. You brothers are spineless, okay? You brothers are spineless if you don't say anything. You're just scared to just cower down, waiting to get a handout. Okay? And when I say brothers, I'm talking about the ones that are in Israel. I'm not talking about you brothers and sisters that are in this truth. This is not referring to y'all. Okay? This is the cowards, the 2/3 cowards out there. Continuing. They trust in vanity and speak lies. They conceive mischief and bring forward iniquity. Okay? They work with Esau. Okay? They work with Esau. What is defiled? That's great. Profane, okay? Violating. They violating, okay? This truth, they're violating the commandments and they're violating the lost sheep out there, okay? Okay, but we all know that these are the same ones who had a choice between the murderer and Yahawashi, and who did they put to death? Who did they choose to put to death? Yahawashi. So guess what? That's exactly what they're going to get. And I'm going to be bringing that out in part 3. So stay tuned for that, okay? Lord willing, you were edified. Okay, I'd like to give all glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostle, teachers, and brothers and elders from Great Millstone, to the brothers out there that are putting out this truth daily to feed the sheep, and to you brothers and sisters out there who are part of the hopefully elect. Shalom, DTA, and a ball.